sorts of things that don't come from God. They don't come from a good place. They're all the most degenerate, disgusting things in human nature. Jealousy is another one, okay? So let me just pretend right now, I'm a woman, I'm gonna come home from my job, probably gossip a little bit with my boyfriend or my friends or my family about my day at my work and the people there. And then I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna waste my time turning on a show with half-naked women and half-naked men that are just trying to hook up with each other. Nothing more, nothing less. It's completely scripted. It's totally fake. And then I'm going to take my phone, take a picture of the screen, post on my Instagram talking about how much I want this guy to be this girl, and how much this girl shouldn't have done this, and this girl was blah, 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 blah. How much filler this girl has, how much...
I can say, without a shadow of a doubt, she's not lying. like she's not.
All I have in this world is my balls and my word, and I don't break them for no one. Do you understand?
Yo, how we feeling today, family? Hope everybody having a blessed day per usual. You dig, man? You dig me? Today we're gonna react to a video on, I believe it's called Women Crave Chaos or something. Oh, Women Love Drama, my bad. Well, we finna listen to what she gotta say. Should be interesting. I think she makes some pretty decent videos, so that's the reason why we're gonna react to it today, obviously, of course. Let's go ahead and dive in, man. It's not even waste no time.
Consuming poison, and they're calling it entertainment. I can't open anything on my phone without being bombarded by women that I know in my area and women all over the world obsessing over shows like Love Island, The Bachelor, these degenerate reality TV shows. I can't believe you guys watch this stuff. You gotta stop. It's brain rot. It's rotting your brain. I've never really understood the fascination with this. I always thought it was weird that people really liked these shows. However, now that I look on it, now that I'm a little bit older, women love drama. They survive off of drama. I've seen it time and time again through things like a stable relationship. A woman can be in a stable relationship and she will create unnecessary drama just to have some sort of entertainment through that drama. Now, of course, they do this subconsciously. And even me, myself, I think that I do this as well.
First of all, shout out to this woman, to this queen, for accepting accountability. I just want to say that. You don't see that a lot. So when you see it, bro, you got to give it praise, because we don't get it at all. We don't get it at all.
I try to be conscious of it, but I realize that, okay, why am I being a little bit unnecessarily emotional right now? Am I trying to cause some sort of, debate or conflict or drama just for entertainment? So even myself, someone who's aware of these things and aware of the natural ways that women act without thinking about it, I still do it sometimes. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and act perfect, okay? But let's go back to these shows I'm talking about. I can't even begin to process the interest people have in these shows. They're completely fake. They're completely scripted. Why are you investing your energy, your time into these shows? Why are you investing your attention into these things? Attention is currency. Where you put your attention is where things flourish. Whether that's negative or positive, it's going to have an effect on you. So if your wife or your girlfriend likes these shows, you should be worried, because women are very influenceable. And even without realizing it, they can be influenced to do things that are negative to their life and the people around them, and they can be influenced to think that that is better and that is good. Women power, women empowerment, woohoo. So what do these shows promote? Well, if you have a brain and it's working, you'll know that these shows promote promiscuity, cheating, a lack of pair bonding, betrayal, impulsiveness, conflict, gossiping, all sorts of things that don't come from God. They don't come from a good place. They're all the most degenerate, disgusting things in human nature. Jealousy is another one, okay? So let me just pretend right now, I'm a woman, I'm gonna come home from my job, probably gossip a little bit with my boyfriend or my friends or my family about my day at my work and the people there. And then I'm going to sit down and I'm going to waste my time turning on a show with half-naked women and half-naked men that are just trying to hook up with each other. Nothing more, nothing less. It's completely scripted. It's totally fake. And then I'm going to take my phone, take a picture of the screen, post on my Instagram talking about how much I want this guy to be with this girl, and how much this girl shouldn't have done this, and this girl was blah, 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 blah. How much filler this girl has, how much...
I can say without a shadow of a doubt, she's not lying. like she's not lying because I'm gonna be real. It doesn't matter the age. It doesn't matter the age. I know you thinking like, oh, as they get older, they're not gonna do it. It's more no. It's female nature. It's a woman's nature. Just like men have a nature. We have a nature. We want to hunt. We want to, conquer. Not just finances, but women. Their bodies. We want to conquer their mind. Women want to conquer, as well, right? They want to conquer their, not really conquer their emotions, but they want to fluctuate them. They want to get them high. You know what I'm saying? They want to go in this air of chaos in a way, like she said. You know what I mean? They be gossiping, right? Like when I go into the office, it could be any office. It could be early in the morning. It could be 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 10 in the morning, later in the day. There are going to be some type of block for women to where they're going to be chaotic and they're going to create some level of chaos, whether it's talking about somebody, talking about a common enemy, somebody that they don't like, maybe their boss did something that they didn't like, particularly their husbands. They're going to tell it all, and it's because they want to feel something. And me understanding that now, bro, at my age, bro. I love that I get that concept, because it's like, bro, I used to fight it, but it's like, bro, you can't fight it. It's just what a woman is. If you don't want a woman to ever be chaotic and to be emotionless or to be level-headed like a man, then you might as well like get you an alien, bitch. Get you an alien, because that's never going to happen on planet Earth, brother. It's never going to happen. Either that or just stay single if you can't handle it. You know what I'm saying? I tell me all the time, if you can't handle a woman's emotions, bro, just stay single, bro. It's not even worth it, bro. Let's continue the clip.
Like, better this girl looks than the other one, how this girl reacted. Why do you care? No one cares. I mean, clearly, obviously, people care. But, like, what? What kind of clown world are we living in? What kind of clown world are we living in? I'm just gonna let that sink in for a second. I'm gonna sit down, watch a show, take a picture, and then talk about these people who are completely fictional because the characters are made up. They are told how to act. They're told what to do. It's completely scripted. The producers sit down and they write out this whole degenerate plot to keep you addicted. How can you not know that? And if you do know that, how can you continue to watch that knowing it's completely fake? If you're a woman, especially, you need to protect your brain. You need to protect your mind. In the Bible, I've mentioned this before in another video, the Bible mentions to protect your mind a lot. It emphasizes that, really. And it's important for everybody to protect their mind from different things. For men, pornography, of course. Exposure online to things that could lead them into temptations and lustful thoughts, etc. I'm not a man, so I don't struggle with those things. Can't speak directly on them. But I'm a woman, and what I can speak on is our minds and how easily influenceable they are. Okay? You can go into a show like these degenerate pieces of trash. You can go into them knowing they're fake. You can go into them knowing all that. And you could still fall into the trap of believing the ideas they're pushing, okay? Which is crazy, but it's just true. We are weak-minded. Females are weak-minded. Women are weak-minded. I don't care who you are. You could be the strongest woman ever. You still have flaws and weaknesses in your mind, okay? That's why it's extremely important that you protect.
And I think that's a part of woman's biology on why she wants a strong man to complain about, because when she has a strong man, I think a lot of women know what they have some of the times, right? Even though they might say one thing. I've already made a video covering, they say one thing but they are attracted to another thing, right? It's because it's for women, they're going to try to dissect every little thing here and there. Oh, my man's silent today. Why is he mad at me? Is it because of this? Is it because of that? And it may not be because of those things. It may be, it may be other things that he's dealing with outside of that. But their mind is going to always wonder. I'm not gonna lie. I think that women, to a degree, have a special relationship with the man below, because it's just like, if you think about their nature, and I'm not saying that they're evil and nothing like that. We all can be evil. We all have our evil ways, even men. We're not above anything. Um, but it does say, obviously, in the Bible, the hierarchy: God above man, man above woman, woman above children. Right? That's the way it goes. That's a hierarchy. It's that way for a reason. When we go outside of that, and the woman is ahead, guess what? Everything falls apart. It never works out. She will crash and burn. She will disrespect you, and everything will be chaotic and not in a good way, right? You want your woman to be a controlled chaos, bro. That's what you want. You want the waves to just go through. They might crash and burn here and there, but if you can, when they're about to crash, have measures put in place to where it flows smoothly, as smoothly as possible, at least, right? And I believe that deep down, women crave that, whether they know it or not, is they want a man to be able to sail the boat in the direction of the waves instead of going against the waves, right? You got to be able to go with the flow of everything, because the thing is, it's going to always flow, bro. They will always crave this. You just have to find the best outlet for them to still get this, while also still being very compliant and submissive and feminine. Because if not, there is no one without the other, pretty much, right? So if you don't have yourself and your mind and spirit under control, then how can you have the woman's spirit, mind, body under control as well? They want somebody who's able to tame their beast, bro. So if in order to do that, you have to tame your own. You know what I'm saying? So you have to remain grounded as much as possible. If not, man, it's gonna be hell on earth, bro. Like, literally, bro. Let's continue the clip and see what else she got to cook about, man.
Your mind with all possible routes: TV, music, the friendships you have, the conversations you have, the things you talk about, the way you talk about things, okay? You've got to be constantly self-analyzing and adjusting and removing what doesn't work, and doing more of what does work, okay? So one of those things is the shows you watch, like I just mentioned. And let's just break down, what do these shows promote? I've already talked about some things like betrayal, impulsiveness, jealousy, promiscuity, cheating, lack of pair bonding, all this junk that is destroying the family unit. What else is it teaching women? It's teaching us to seek attention. The more attention you can get as a woman, the better. So that fuels the fire of the female competition, because you can see in these shows, which I've never watched, by the way, I've just seen clips through online social media and people posting on their stories, but clearly it's so evident. It promotes the female competition, but in the wrong way, if there's even a right way. It promotes, the more skin I show, the better I am than her. Or the more I put out myself, the better I am than her. The more I make snide comments about this girl, maybe this guy will like me, which is all fake, as we know. I've mentioned that multiple times here already, but it's done this way for a reason, to promote that to the women watching. Because who are the...
Yeah, because it appeals to the woman's emotions, because this is what women do in real life. They're very catty, and they'll literally stab each other in the back, even friends, whatever. Doesn't matter if y'all grew up in elementary school, over a man that's highly sought after, a position that's highly sought after, but more so for a man. Like, that's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Women's competition is more so behind the scenes, and like, it's more so like trying to one up you behind the scenes and not out loud. But men's competition is more so, in a way, it's like very direct, and you'll know, and we'll outwardly compete. It's just no hiding that, right? Like, I don't know if y'all ever heard, like, you'll see a dog having sex because he don't care who's watching, if he get caught or not, versus a cat. When have you ever seen a cat having sex? You see my point? Let's continue.
main audience is the women. And if you can corrupt the minds of all the women, you can corrupt the minds of the household, and so on and so forth. Or you can even prevent a household from happening, because you've already made this woman hate men or be a hoe, whatever it may be, and now her value's gone. Another thing these shows promote is lust, okay? This is detrimental to both sides. It's showing basically naked women with men. They're all aroused. They're all going there for one thing and one thing only. No one's there to find love. You don't find love on a TV show. Come on. You don't even find... I guess you can find love on dating apps. That's a whole nother video, but a whole bunch of just psyops. It's disgusting, really. Really interfering with the natural human order. But anyways... So you're just promoting this lustful, disgusting, degenerate activity. And I'm not going to speak on the male aspect of this right now. Because there's a whole other thing about that. Whole separate video. I'm talking about women, okay? Because I am a woman, as I keep stating. I want to make that clear for any women that are mad about the things that I say. That's why I keep saying that. Because you guys can get mad at guys for talking about that. Think you can. But you can't get mad at me. Because I'm a woman. And I know how you guys operate. I know how I have operated naturally. It is detrimental to the psyche of women to operate in this manner. Why? Because women pair bond. So what does that mean? If a woman is too ran through, that...
If a woman is too ran through, she will not be able to properly pair bond and be, you know, head over heels for a man. Like, think about it. Like, in the beginning stages, when a woman still got that twinkle in her eyes, she still believes in love to a degree, right? Just like all of us, right? When you first get into dating the opposite gender, for real, it's not no puppy love, nothing like that. Like, y'all start to experience each other's bodies, go out to date, stuff like that. This is where babies can be made, right? So if a woman has slept with too many souls out here, it's not like how a man would, right? A man, I can sleep with a lot of women, but bro, I'm not going to be like, it's not really going to affect me the same way it affect a woman, the same way it affect her. And women hate that fact because they want to be able to compete and keep up with a man, which is not your place. Your place in the hierarchy is to work with me, be my help, do what I like, you know what I'm saying? To a degree, like, yeah, you have your own identity as well, but it's like integrate yourself within my life as well. Like, you want to be with a man who can create something tangible, and then by him being great, you reap the benefits of his greatness, very much, right? And women nowadays, the society we have now, women are able to a degree, create their own greatness superficially and financially, but a lot of them figure out later on that it's very stressful. They don't want to really maintain it, whether they're successful or not, or failed or not. They want to essentially go back to their primal role, which is being up under a man. Have your man do all that heavy lifting, all that stuff. Worry about finances, maybe, and you just help him with it. You know, if you're the type of woman, because let's be real, some of them, they're spenders. They want to naturally run up a bag, and when they fall, they want a man to be there who's strong, who's capable, who's able to help them with that. You know what I'm saying? With that stress load, right? So it's like, bro, I see it all the time, like, oh yeah, I'm just not happy like I thought I was, but you know, I've made millions or hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it's just not the same, you know. And I'm seeing my other friends get married and do this. Some of them married with kids, some of them have families, and they have somebody to go home to, but I don't have anybody to go home to. All I seem to ever do is work, 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 bro, because that doesn't bring you fulfillment like it does for a man, bro. It doesn't bring you fulfillment like it will for me. I will get fulfillment. I get fulfillment out of going to work, making money, allocating my resources properly to build me generational wealth over a lifetime. I get fulfillment from that. You're not going to get the same fulfillment from that, but it will be essential if you know you are an unruly woman and you cannot cooperate with a man because of the society that's been created over here in the West, and you've been indoctrinated. And it's sad, it sucks, but schools indoctrinate you, colleges, your parents, your circumstances, your livelihood that you know you grew up within, like your family structure, and it's really prevalent in the Black community, but it's starting to spread to other communities as well, because I see other races of women doing the same thing, bro, and it's really sad. Like, it's sad.
Drastically decreases or diminishes her opportunity to bond with a partner for life after she's already been through the runner, if that makes sense. We operate on oxytocin. Whenever a woman is intimate with a man, there's an oxytocin release pairing her to that man, okay? Men don't operate the same way. I'm not talking about the moral ethics of men and what they choose to do, but biologically, what happens to men in their brains when they have multiple partners throughout their lifetime is completely the opposite from what happens to women, okay? We're focusing on us women right now. It is biologically against your best interest in the future of your generation and your children. It is biologically against you to be a hoe. But these shows, social media, everything promotes it because they don't want you to have a family. They want you to die alone and single with your cat. By the way, cats are going to eat you after you die, by the way. Cat ladies, you guys love cats? Cats are the most disloyal animal. Your dog wouldn't eat you when you die. He'll die right beside you. He'll go hungry when you're dead in your house. Your cat, single cat lady, she's going to eat you when you're dead. Went off topic. But anyways, the point is to keep you single and alone because your power is in the family that you bring up. Your power as a woman is in the family that you create. That is dare I say, that is the only important thing, or the most important thing, that you, being born a woman, has to do in this lifetime, is to have children, have a husband, submit to him, serve him, and raise your children right so that they can do the same thing for the future generations. That is your responsibility.
I think I'm gonna end it right there. I don't really need to go on and on because we pretty much get the gist of the message. But that whole cat example she gave, I had no idea. I didn't know that. Did y'all know that? Let me know if y'all know that, man. That's new to me. I had no idea, but she hit on a lot of good points. And I'm gonna leave the link in the description for her channel, obviously. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for coming in, man. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Let me know what you think in the comments below, man. Y'all have a blessed one, baby.